Okay, I'm Lauren. We're backstage at Lollapalooza. It's day 2. This is James Bay.
Hello.
And can you just tell everyone what you just told me?
I don't want to because it makes me seem extremely big-headed, but
Oh.
for you, I did assure you that if you get to see any set and it's mine, it'll be the best set you see at Lollapalooza.
The best set at Lollapalooza.
You might
I
as
mean,
well be
that's
bold, right? You might
quite
as well.
a calling card. You would know. I mean, this is your second time back.
It is. I'm very excited to be back. This was an immediate favourite. We were here in 2015, and it was exactly the same. Gorgeous weather, beautiful people, and it's just there's something about a city centre festival. The atmosphere is always, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit extra. I really like it.
It's extremely extra, and so I have to thank you for the weather then, because
Oh, absolutely. As a Brit, I usually bring this kind of glorious sunny weather everywhere around the world. That's my style.
it's because you deserve it.
Oh, well, thank you.
Have you just gotten on site? Have you had a
Yes.
chance to walk around? Oh, you
No,
literally
I
just
lit
got
about
here.
4 minutes ago.
Really?
Arrived last night. But I'm excited. I'm very excited to sort of get in there at some
Yeah.
point and see what else is going on.
Are you going to be able to take any time? Have your own little...
I hope so.
Bayapalooza?
I can currently. That's great. I can currently hear a guy called Lewis Capaldi, who's a Scottish guy with a phenomenal voice.
Yeah.
He is in the distance singing his set, and it's a shame not to see it, but I recommend him to anybody.
All right. Well, if you can get here in time,
There
go
you go.
catch Lewis. I want to talk about from the beginning.
Sure.
I know that it's common knowledge that you have a defining moment. You heard Eric Clapton's Layla, and
Yeah.
that made you decide to pick up a guitar.
Mm.
Is that your first musical memory?
No, it was a very important musical memory, but I was about 11 years old when I first heard that, and it did what it did. I remember 2 bits of music from when I was probably 3 or 4 years old, which is a really early memory. One was Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen,
Wow.
which is just a great... I think for little kids, it's that heroic sort of feeling and sound that does it, and that really did it for me, that track. And then I remember a lot of Michael Jackson's music. One track in particular was Man in the Mirror. So there's so much emotion in these tracks, and they will always be important ones for me, and they are very early musical memories. Yeah.
I just have to ask, being, an English person with English parents, what are your parents saying to you when their son is running around singing Born in the USA?
My dad's a massive Springsteen fan anyway, and when you dig in on, and it's only in the last couple of years that I've gone in on what that song is about, and it's a great song with a very kind of tongue-in-cheek and quite negative sort of message in there, as well as just quite real. But my parents weren't even kind of going that deep on the lyrics. I think they just thought it was fun that such a tiny person that I was loving this artist who they'd been listening to for 30 years at that time.
Okay.
So
you didn't change the lyrics, and it wasn't you
it wasn't
running around
born
going,
in
Born in the UK!
No, but that's actually that could work.
You could cover that song and change it.
I don't know if Bruce would like that. Not that he'd ever hear it.
Sure,
but,
he's the boss.
He is the
totally
boss.
fine with it, and you can bring it back, and that'll be our gift to your
All
country.
Maybe.
Think about it.
Let's
Mull
hope,
it
yeah.
over. I mean, I know you're busy. You've got a second album, Electric Light, is out. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's quite a masterpiece.
Thank you.
And a bit of an evolution from Chaos in the Calm.
Definitely.
So talk me through the change, the evolution.
Yeah, I think it's as simple as this. As an artist, it felt like my kind of responsibility to explore and push my own boundaries, to not just remain the same thing. And the thing is, I am me, so it doesn't really change that much in terms of when I get up on stage, I'm singing songs of Chaos and the Calm, and I'm singing songs of Electric Light now as well, and it's the same voice and the same person. It looks a bit different, and of course, the tracks of Electric Light, the point was to explore different kind of musical horizons. So there is that difference as well. But I could never settle for being like the same thing for round 2. I wanted to explore and try other things, and so who knows where it will go next as well. That's a lot of what's behind why Electric Light sounds the way it does.
I think that's so important as an artist to really explore your space.
It feels important in this day and age. Music feels a little more genreless, and we can be as into I don't know, an Ed Sheeran track as we are anything. I don't know, Beyonce, as we are the Killers, as we are Dua Lipa, as we are Lewis Capaldi. You know,
Hey, good music is good music.
good music's good music. So, and we can all. I think my point is we can all celebrate liking all of it more than ever before,
I agree.
which is refreshing.
Exactly. I'm totally right there with you. Let's hold hands and celebrate
Yeah.
all the great artists together.
Yeah.
Just announced the Electric Light Tour coming back to Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's next year. No.
It is. There's a lot to. The thing is, there's a lot to do between now and then as well. But I
You'll
love
be at-
playing in Chicago.
Well, Chicago loves you.
I
playing
do
there.
love playing in Chicago. So I'm looking forward to coming back. We were just there a few months ago as well. So we were just here a few months ago. So it'll be fun.
It'll be at the Riviera on March 19th, and you can grab tickets to that 101WKQX.com. I hope you have time to hit up your favorite place, Chicago Music Exchange, while you're
I
in
hope
town.
I have time. I almost had time today. They have actually done me an enormous favour. I'm borrowing a guitar from them because we're flying around doing all these different shows. We were just in Australia last week. We can't carry every single guitar that we want to that I want to carry. That would be a lot of guitars.
How many would that be?
Too many. Somewhere in the region of between me and Andy, who plays guitar on stage as well. It's like 20 or so guitars. It doesn't need to be that much, but we're a
Yeah,
bit
but if you
particular.
can.
Right, if we can, and sometimes we
Might as well.
can't, and we're lucky that Chicago Music Exchange, who are just
Sure.
wonderful people, help
I
us
love
out.
them. They're so great, and they just care about musicians so
They
much.
really do. It's a really
So.
great and important spot. It might be the best in the world. It's a bold
Ooh.
statement.
Best set at Lollapalooza.
I've seen a lot of music stores.
Yeah. You've been
Chicago
around.
Music Exchange is up there.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by
No worries.
on the Bud Light stage at 4:45 this afternoon. James Bay.